We ready? Game on!
Okay, that's a little much.
Hello everyone, welcome to Poor People Podcast. We are going to be making a blackberry sage lemonade for the summertime, a little bit of razzle dazzle for your week. You're gonna put at least 2 to 3 blackberry berries in there. And then we're gonna put 3 leaves of sage in there. We're gonna use this at-home muddler. And then we are going to take a little bit of simple syrup and just dash it in there. If you guys like it to be a little bit sweeter, you can add more. And then we're going to do dragonberry Bacardi. And then we're going to dry shake. And then we're gonna ice shake. There we go. Add some lemonade in there. And then we're gonna use a chilled glass and add a garnish. And there you go. Jaydn, you wanna try it?
This looks so good.
You love it?
That's so good.
Okay guys, we're gonna make the NA version now. So what you're gonna do, again, 3 blackberries, do at least 2 to 3 leaves of sage. That's a lot. We're gonna muddle that. Add a dash of simple syrup. We're gonna dry shake. And then we're gonna put the ice in there. You're gonna add your lemonade. And then we're just gonna do it like that. Add more ice if need be. More lemonade. And then we're gonna garnish it again. A little razzle dazzle, but extra. And then there you are. I need to try this one. Cheers, guys.
Well, even on weekends, we don't need to be open until like fucking 9 or 10. Whose fucking Zyn bullshit is this? Get it out of my sight.
Already, that's a great start to this.
Welcome to Poor People.
So we're going on everything?
We're rolling.
Cool. What is up,
Hi.
my poor mother?
Hello. It's so good to see everyone.
It's so nice out.
Yeah.
We made the soup of the day today here at our new location.
We sure did.
Where's
Jaydn, where
our-
are we?
Yeah.
We are at Who's On First in Ankeny.
We are on first. Poor People are on first.
That's right.
Bailey, our wonderful bartender, is on first.
Yes, she's very busy right now.
She's killing it right now.
But she's doing a really good job. But yeah, we wanted to have her on to do the drinks, but then it started getting busy in here, so we just did it ourselves because that's what we do. We roll with the punches.
We prevail.
We do prevail. Poor people prevail.
Yeah, what are we drinking?
Okay, these are I don't remember already.
I want you to take it.
I've had like 2
What
drinks
is your,
of it.
what
It's
is your,
so good.
What is your guess on it? Of what it's called?
Blackberry sage razzle dazzle.
There you go. Yeah. It is blackberry sage lemonade. It's a refreshing drink for the summertime.
It's so good.
It's,
Do you have vodka in yours?
I sure do.
It's dragonberry Bacardi.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
Yum.
really good.
Yum.
I want like to just down this
Yeah,
thing because it's so
so good.
refreshing.
Yeah.
You already finished
Yours is
yours.
gone.
Well, I don't have any liquor in it, so like
Yeah.
it's like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, literally. Okay, so we are the poor people. We're talking today about dogs in bars, passing out in the bar, puking while getting hit on in the bar, breaking glasses, running out of glasses, to-go cups for some reason, FOMO summer, trash and cups, splitting the bill, working new jobs, neutrals, and hair.
All my favorite things.
Should
All
we
the
start with
favorite
hair
things.
first?
Let's do it. Let's get right into the nitty-gritty.
Go on ahead.
Well, Haley and I both have very long hair.
I do
and-
too. Continue.
You want to show me?
Let's see it.
Let's show me right now.
I'm sweaty. When I take my hat off, we should overexpose like way too much.
This is the beaming light of
Yeah.
a bald head.
Yeah, it just fades to white.
So, like, I don't know. I always find, like, phantom hairs, like, on a glass. Like, even when I'm washing dishes, like, it's just, your hair falls down, even if it's up. I mean, I don't ever, if I see a hair in your glass, I'm obviously not going to give it to you.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, it's definitely my hair.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's my
Yeah,
hair. I
yeah.
have black hair. And, I mean, I have other coworkers that have dark hair, too. So, I can't, it's just
Yeah.
one of those things. So, do you guys ever find hair or anything, like, weird in your guys' glasses when you go to perform for other people?
I don't find hair very often.
Fucking lipstick.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like leftover lipstick from the other night because you don't actually like get it cleaned all the way. Oh, I hate that. Like
Yep.
martini glasses, wine glasses are the worst
Yeah.
with that.
They definitely are. What do you mean by phantom hair though?
Like when you feel it like on your back or like the phantom hair
Always
like it,
in my shirt.
yeah,
Oh.
but when you're working you feel it on your
have
in
them
your
right
shirt
now.
and like you just pull it and it's there. And then like you just drop it but then like
Oh.
that little phantom hair like magically appears somewhere else around the bar.
Okay. Huh. I've never had that. Well, okay, I will say I did used to have long hair, and when I did, I would like find it like random places and
Yeah.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
or like when it started falling out, basically, I like it was just everywhere all the time. No, I'm just kidding.
I always start my shift with my hair down because I like to have it down. But as soon as it starts getting busy, I angrily throw it up.
I think people know because my hair has different stages when it goes up. It's either in a clip or it's like in a back ponytail because I'm going to take it down right afterwards. Or if it's like high up on my head,
Yep.
like cheerleader bun,
Yeah.
game on.
Yeah.
I'm busy. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I'm getting hot.
The different stages
Feel that.
of hair.
And literally, the styles of like hair and how to like put it up and everything like that. Yeah, no, game
Well,
on.
Also with hair, we're outside right now on the patio at Who's on First and Ankeny. It's really nice. I just wanted to talk about your hair blowing in the wind on this nice patio, and
It's
so
very beautiful.
We'll
It
probably
is
be
perfect.
getting some hairs in my drink at least.
Yeah. No, I mean, I did just pull one out and just let it
Same.
go. So like, you're
Somewhere.
just wait.
Sorry.
It's in my face. No, I'm just kidding.
So Haley, there's been a couple of things that you would like to talk about today. What do we?
Oh, I just had a funny
You had a story?
story. Yeah.
Let's hear
it's
it.
just, oh, God. Right into it, guys. Come
Yeah.
on.
Do we need some more build up?
I feel like my stories, it's like 1:30, like the bar's about to close. Maybe it was like 1. I don't think you were there yet, Jaydn. You came in at like 1:40.
Maybe physically, but not mentally. I did come in late because I worked that night, and
Yeah.
so I came in right after work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was like 1:40.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so this guy was in there with 2 of his other friends. He was like already like immediately hitting on me in just like creepy ways, like kind of like making sexual comments and whatever. And he's like, "Do you remember me? Like I was here on your first day." And I was like, "So like 8 months ago?" "No, I don't." Sorry. And then as he's making more comments, I'm like, "Oh, I do remember you. You're the guy on my first day who asked me to spit in his mouth."
Oh
And he's like,
my god!
he was like, wait, guys, it gets so much fucking
Wait, what's
worse.
his name?
I don't know.
no,
I
Is
don't
it
don't
Rob?
I don't
give
care.
his name.
I don't know.
Don't give his name.
Oh.
Wait.
Don't give his name.
He's like, "Oh yeah, that was me." I was like, "Cool, good."
Oh, you do remember?
Yeah.
I'm the guy that wanted you to spit in my mouth.
Gross. I remembered the first time he said that. I said $200. I'll do it.
Oh, man.
Hustling.
Are you hawking a loogie or are you like spitting
Oh,
a drink
for
in a mouth?
sure.
Oh my god! I'm
Ew.
so good.
Anyways.
What the hell?
I asked him to pay for his drinks, and I go to like swipe his card. It's a business card. It's his business card, and I was like, "Oh, that's not gonna work." I throw it back at him. He throws it in my tip bucket, and then like 10 minutes later, he's like, "You still have my business card?" I was like, "It's in my tip bucket." And he's like, I usually put it in girls' pants, but you're way over there.
What is this guy's
Wait, wait, it gets worse.
I said,
Jesus.
I said, that's a weird fucking thing to say to me. and then he's like, I usually get away with it too. And I said, that's also fucking weird to say to me right now.
What is happening?
And
This was
he's
Sunday?
like, he's like, but I'm so charming though, right? And like winks at me in the weirdest fucking creepiest way. And I said, it's really giving me Ted Bundy vibes right now.
No.
And then he
No.
and then
Oh my
he
God, I'm
just
getting
smirks.
goosebumps.
He just smirks and like winks at me again. And then it's like bar closed
Dude.
now. And he's like finally getting up. His friend next to him is fucked up, by the way. He's like about to fall asleep on the bar. I'm not serving them anymore.
Yeah.
And he gets up to leave, comes around, and I'm like close to the edge of the bar, but behind the bar. And he starts walking behind the bar. And I was like, no. He did. And he came up. My hands are by my sides. He like hugs me for like a good 5-6 seconds. And I said, you can leave now.
Jeez. What a freak.
Where was Jeremiah?
Jeremiah wasn't there because this was Sunday.
Oh.
But does he come in regularly or something? Or
No,
like-
that was the second time I've seen him. I've seen
Weird.
like his friend there before, but he was cool. His friend was
This is
like,
the second time in 8
guys,
months.
let's time to go.
That's weird.
But yeah, that was really creepy, and it's not sitting well with me, and I hope I never see him again. But I do have his business card somewhere, so
we can
I'll find his
him.
name.
Yeah, we'll put him on blast.
I
on
will
here.
be sending his company an email.
Yeah. We should all write a
Anyways,
letter.
don't fucking do that.
Yeah. That's not cool. That's not cool at all.
Also, if you, oh my God, if someone compares you to Ted Bundy, that's not a compliment.
Don't continue on
That's a
with
weird
it.
fucking way to react to that.
That just
He
makes me
just smiled
so
and
mad.
smirked. That's so freaky.
He was trying to
dude.
have the Riz, Jaydn.
That's not Riz. That's just being a creep.
I know.
Next
He's
level.
like, aren't I charming? And then he
The
like
way-
looks at you
the
like
way-
this.
Oh my
He's
God.
like tweaking out.
The way he said, I usually get away with it too.
Oh,
that's
man.
that's serial killer stuff
I
right there.
hate you.
That is crazy.
Well, and it's like, just take no for an answer. Like, why are you
He came
just-
behind the bar and hugged
Yeah,
me after
no.
I literally was like, no.
I would have just, you need to carry a bar
That's
key
so
on you and
inappropriate.
just, like, fucking jab someone.
Or just carry a corkscrew.
That too.
Wow,
Oh,
you guys really
no.
got me worked up right at the beginning.
I'm sorry. I just
God
wanted
damn
to
it.
hear this story. It was like,
Dude.
I was,
That's it.
That
Very
is
important.
wild. I don't have anything as creepy as that.
well, didn't you have to deal with something here?
Oh yeah, but it wasn't really
just
like
started.
creepy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was my first day here. There was basically we were there was a big party there. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this. There was a big party and we were serving it, and it was probably like 40 people or something like that. And it was like majority women. And like towards the end of it, they'd been here for a couple hours or something like that. And towards the end, they're all kind of liquored up and drinking and having a good time. But there was like another table of guys that came in, and they were just like saying all of this like stuff to these girls and like just being weird. And then at one point it like starts getting heated and they start like yelling at each other basically. And this is my first day, by the way, like by myself.
Yep.
And I'm like talking to the other bartender here, and I was like, do you see this going on? Like, we got to stop this. And so he has me, he's like a younger kid, and he asked me, he's like, will you just go like stand in between them? And I'm like, fuck, okay, fine. So I go over there, they're yelling at each other. I'm telling everybody to stop and like settle down, and like eventually like nobody's moving and all this. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. They're still yelling at each other. So I'm like, you guys need to go downstairs. I'm going to take your drinks and go down there. You guys can settle up down there or something like that. And it like takes a little bit for them to like come to like actually get down here, and they're like still yelling at each other and stuff. But luckily I was able to like dissolve the situation in like a pretty professional manner, I'd like to think anyways, to the point where like other tables saw it like afterwards. I was like, oh, can I like get you guys anything else? Like, and they were like, what was all that about? And I was like, I don't even know. They're just drunk and arguing and whatever. And they're like, one of the tables was like, oh, well, you did a really good job handling that, and like I know the owner, so I'm gonna like send them a message. Literally first day on the
nice.
job.
Yeah.
So it was like pretty cool to like get that and just like have that feeling of like, okay, I like handled myself really
Right.
well in that situation. And then yeah, basically like later that night, like I was closing up, and I got a message from our GM that was just a screenshot from the owner, like him talking about like how somebody said that I handled the situation really well. So it was just like a cool cool thing to be like, I did that,
Yeah.
and I like handled it okay.
Right.
You know, I didn't
Yeah.
call anybody a Ted Bundy or anything like that. But they were saying some messed up stuff to these girls, and the girls were saying messed up stuff back, and it was just a whole mess.
Yeah.
But and then at one point, like even when I went over there, like yeah, we saw that going like to a different table. They were like, we saw that going down, and we were like, damn, that sucks. That's that guy's first day.
Shit.
It was just like just one of those
What
things.
time was this?
Oh god, it was probably like 7, 8-ish. So it was like not even, and I think we closed the kitchen at like 10. So it was like probably around there, like 8 or 9, I guess. But yeah, definitely still early to be like
Yeah.
drinking, and it was like a Friday too. So
Yeah, so people were probably coming out and doing day drinking and things
yeah,
like that. And then,
exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then they were watching the game and all that, and yeah, it was like eventually the guys like too that were like, I don't know exactly who started what, but the guys like came downstairs and they're like, hey man, sorry about that, like I didn't want to, you know, make a big scene even though they did, and like all this, and so, but yeah, so that was annoying, but luckily was able to dissolve the situation, which is good.
Well, good on you for handling that professionally.
Cool, thank you. I
Yeah,
try.
As you should. I mean, it's your first day, and the fact that you don't really deal with confrontation, do you? You don't like confrontation?
No, I think I'm actually really good at like dissolving situations, like
Yeah.
just settling people down. I like to think that I can talk myself out of any situation, but I don't think that's really the case, honestly. But just in certain situations, I think I can definitely like settle people down, I guess.
Yeah.
And like handle a situation like that. It's not something I deal with very often, but I've had to deal with it quite a bit, I would say. Like
Yeah, especially at a restaurant that's like very far and few between.
yeah, it's usually not very common, but it does happen, you
Yes,
know.
yes,
Yeah.
it does.
And it just happened to be my friggin' first day. Like
Well, at least you were here and you actually helped, because like you said that there was a younger bartender.
yeah, I think the kid's like, I don't know, 20 or something like that.
And
So
he probably didn't like, oh, I don't know how to.
I mean, he's kind of a little guy, but like, so and there was I think it was like me and him and another female bartender down here, and I think that was about it. So it was like really, I was like, if anything, I would rather be the one handling that situation than like somebody else getting hurt or something like
Yeah.
that, you know, because like, I don't know, I think I could take a punch pretty well, I guess. I don't want to, but
Yeah,
I would. Oh, and that was the other thing too. The guy is all drunk and he's like, oh, what are you going to do? Call the cops? And I was like, I really don't want to, but I will if I have to. Like, you know, it was just one of those things.
Why does everyone? Oh, you're gonna call the cops? If you
That's-
start.
That's the
acting
first thing
a
I say
fool.
when
That's my
someone like
job.
makes a threat to like start swinging. I'm like, I will call the cops right now.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's our job to keep people
You
safe.
know what I'm gonna
We're
start
serving-
saying? I'm gonna call your mom. I'm gonna call your mom.
I'm going to tell on you.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna call your parents.
yeah.
You're gonna get pow pow. Like,
They're like, no,
like
no.
come on. Like, what are they gonna listen to? Like, you're gonna sit there. You're like, are we really gonna call the cops?
Yeah.
Figure it out.
If I have to, I will.
Yeah. What do you want me to call? Your mom? Your wife? Like, what is that gonna do?
Yeah. But luckily everybody after was like really calm afterwards, and like everybody still had a really good time. You know, it was just that one situation that kind of happened that was like, kind of like almost disrupted the vibes, but it didn't really, you know.
Good. I'm glad everything went back to its usual.
I
Yeah.
hope they're
being-
embarrassed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sure they were when they walked out of here. They definitely
Talking
were.
about being embarrassed. So, on Saturday, after the farmer's market,
Oh, no.
everyone was like all settled. I don't know. It's a Saturday. Obviously, people are going to be day drinking. They're going to be a great time. I had the pleasure of serving 3 gentlemen some drinks, and this guy was asking me for my number. I smart aleckly gave him my age. I'm 28, by the way. And he just looks at me and goes, no, can I have your number? And I was like, no, you're drunk. It's okay. I'll be fine. And so then we're like having a conversation. He's talking to me, whatever. Well, he went to the bathroom for a really long time, and I had to tell one of his friends to go check up on him. I wanted to make sure he was okay. He only had like a couple shots of Jameson. Was in there for quite some time, so I wanted to make sure he wasn't getting sick or he, didn't pass out in the bathroom or whatever. And his friend comes back out and he says, yeah, he's getting sick, like whatever. So he comes back down, sits down at the bar, and I ask him if he wants Tums. So I gave him some Tums to help settle his stomach. And as he's eating the Tums, he gives this look like with your eyes that get watery when like you feel like you're
And
gonna
then your
gag,
mouth
you're
is,
like
like,
salivating,
watery, yeah.
and you're gonna get sick.
Oh,
I
God.
asked him if he was okay, and as he was answering, he said yeah, and he puked on the bar. I've never laughed so hard in my entire life, and this guy was asking me for my number.
You laughed?
I laughed.
He puked like at you?
Yeah, he literally on the bar. I just I like stepped away and
I'd
just
immediately
let him,
start crying.
I
I
just
have
laughed.
actually.
I just laughed, and so like I gave him the trash can so they'd throw all the towels in the trash can and things like that. His friends were laughing, and his friends was like, "Well, you're definitely not gonna get her number now." And I was like, "You are definitely not gonna get my number
never
now."
show his face.
But
You
I
mind
did.
if I get your?
But I did give him my number at the end.
Shut up, Anna.
I did.
Why?
He was drunk. He hasn't even texted me or anything like that. It's just so funny. It's like a
Jesus.
drunk thing. And plus, if any random number texts me,
Jesus Christ.
you just block it. You
Why'd you even
the-
give it to him?
I'm
then?
about to start giving people like my ex's numbers just so they just start calling them and texting them and things like that just to be so funny.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean-
yeah. So he was hitting on me, threw up on the bar, but I still gave him my number.
I did.
Like what?
I did. It is what it is.
It's
Oh,
it's hard
God.
out here for a poor person. you gotta catch up on that booty whenever you can.
No, I mean, like, he hasn't, like, I don't expect a text. Probably will not get a text. That's totally fine.
I don't know.
So I just gave it to him, and that was that because he threw up on it. He was trying so hard, and he ended up throwing up, so he embarrassed himself. So I felt
Shit.
sorry for him, and I gave him my number.
Oh my
It sounds
fucking
like
God.
it sounds like he did have the ultimate riz though. He's still got the
Puking?
number.
Puking?
He's still got
you
the
think
number.
puking was the thing?
Yeah, that's the poor people tip
I
of the
think
day.
my
If you find a cute bartender, just puke on her bar and she'll still give you her number.
No, I know what I like is when people go, "What's your availability of being hit on right now?"
What?
Okay.
I've never heard that. That's a thing?
That is a thing. I do use that.
It's like I'm available from like 2 to 3 to get hit on.
But it just gets the momentum going. So yeah, if you
kind of
want to,
considerate.
yeah,
guess,
I like
yeah.
that.
yeah, instead of being inappropriate and hitting on someone and being called Ted Bundy after a while or thrown up at my bar, why don't you
Yeah.
ask me if I'm even available to be
Right.
hit on?
Oh my God.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous.
I have vowed to never give out my number again because when I first started, I did, and I didn't reply to the guy for a while. And I literally was like, hey, I'm working like, 2 12-hour shifts. Like, I'll get back to you. And then I didn't. And then he was just like sent me like these threatening texts. And then,
Really?
yeah.
Jesus.
Whoa.
He's like, you shouldn't be giving out your number. Like, that's a dangerous game to play, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh my God. And now he's banned from Bomb Bar. So,
Jesus.
but I see him walking by the bar. He like looks in at me all the time. And I'm like,
Weird.
fuck no. Fuck no.
That's
You are
sketch.
not allowed in here.
This is the different than the 10
Yep.
Bundy guy?
Yeah.
That's so obnoxious that like you can't. Oh. See, none of that's where that discrimination thing comes in with like you wouldn't do that to a guy bartender. Like obviously you wouldn't do that to a guy bartender. So like with like there's so many different obstacles as women as bartenders and or servers that we have to deal with certain things like that.
Do you take your own trash out at the end of the night?
Nope. I used to. I actually threw a bag of trash on top of a homeless person in the trash can.
See,
Yeah, because they dig through the trash looking for cans,
You
and I
just-
fucking just I didn't know he was in there.
And then you
Tossed
just
it in,
hear,
and he goes,
"Oh!"
"Hey!" And I was like, "Oh shit! I didn't know you were in there. I'm sorry."
He's
And I
like-
just like ran back into Donna because I was like, "I'm not gonna do it."
He's like,
Yeah.
this is my dumpster. What are you doing out here?
No. My friend Kinsey actually got like shoved down by a homeless person because she was walking past the dumpster, and he like freaked out and was like, "This is my dumpster," and like shoved her.
Dude,
Jesus.
I am walking out of the bar at 3:30. Like, I am terrified.
Especially downtown.
Like, yeah, like on Sunday when Jeremiah wasn't there, usually Jeremiah like walk me to my car, or, like at least see me like go to my car, but he wasn't there, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm not taking the trash out. I will tie it. And I came back on Tuesday and took the trash out like in daylight. Like, I'm not going in an alley by myself.
Yeah, especially being downtown too. Like, there's like not only homeless people, which is like we don't have a huge homeless people problem, but I mean,
don't.
it's there still. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
still there, and especially if you're walking home at like 3 a.m, you could there could be somebody in downtown. Anyways, there's enough like crevices that somebody could just be standing there just waiting for somebody to walk by.
Well, and it's scary. Like, people have to know like we have cash on us
Oh, yeah.
as we're like,
They have
we're
to,
closing
yeah.
the bar. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, so it is something that you definitely need to be like weary of. Definitely, like, you be aware of your surroundings, and like, if you can ask your security guard or somebody to be able to walk you to your car or
Yeah.
something. Even, I mean, like here, like this is a pretty secluded space, so there's
Right.
not. It's like you would see
Yeah.
somebody weird before they
And the
saw
parking
you.
lot's
Really,
close,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. So everything's like fairly close. So I feel like most people, like, there's still, I know, like, other people that will like walk together to their cars and stuff here, but I think for the most part they're fairly safe out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just an entirely different environment.
I
Being
mean,
downtown.
you're safe where you are. You just need to be aware of your surroundings
Right.
because there are certain predicaments that we're more susceptible to. Yeah, I mean, we don't have a huge issue with homeless people, but like with the trash cans and things like that, there are people digging in our trashes.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's not always cops down there. They normally like leave around 4 o'clock just on Court Ave on that street. They are not that far from where we would need them to be. But they normally like disperse once the bars are closed because no one should be down there past 4 o'clock in the morning anyways.
Do they stay there out till 4 downtown?
I haven't seen them.
I was gonna say.
Sometimes they do. It just depends on what's going on. Like during the summertime, because like people want to hang out and drink inside their cars and throw parties outside in the parking lot.
Right.
Now that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
But they have had to stay downtown till 3:30 because people just won't leave.
Yeah. I mean, it's because I was going to say, like, the couple of times that I've, like, I mean, the rare times that I'm walking home from the bar at bar close never happens. But, like, I was going to say, usually, like, right around 2, I feel like I've still seen, like, cops standing out there. Well, because that's usually where everybody's, like, flooding out of the bars, you know. But then at that point, you know, you just kind of, like, beeline it to wherever you're going and then just, you know, hang out. But yeah, it is totally different. It's definitely something you need to be cautious of. You never know who's out there, or who's waiting for you, or there could be Ted Bundy around the corner waiting for you. Or like even if the guy that is banned or whatever, if he's walking around and sees you, you know, he could just wait around for something. Not to like freak you out, but like
No, I mean, no, I'm freaked out.
It's a legitimate it's a legitimate thing that could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like people, you know, people know the shifts that I work and around what time that I leave. Like
Yeah. That's another thing too. Do you guys ever? Because I've gotten calls. It hasn't been in like a long time, but I remember we got calls from somebody or something that was like asking for like one of our servers. Not here. This was at the other bar, but yeah, they were like asking for their schedule, and then I was like, I had like just started working, so I didn't really know, and I was like, oh, let me check, and then I like talked to my manager, and they're like, we can't give out that information, and I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that, you know, like.
She would tell you if she wanted you to know.
Right,
she
yeah.
works.
But the fact that you're calling a bar and asking somebody there to be like, when does this person work? That's just as freaky. That's just as like, okay, that person could be in danger, you know? And that's definitely something too to be wary of. But like at the time, I mean, I was young enough into serving and stuff. It didn't even cross my mind that could be a thing, you know? But it definitely is. People be out there.
Yeah, I mean,
lurking.
I post on Snapchat when I'm working, so I gotta kind of have to customize who I want to see on that. I mean, how many times do you guys post on any of your socials like when you're working?
Yeah, sometimes. If I'm really bored and nobody's in, I will.
Yeah.
If I'm in the mood to talk to people.
Listen, there's 300 and some odd people that look at my story every day. If you're looking at my story, 324 of you better be in my fucking bar. Like, come on.
True.
But yeah, no, like doing like certain posts too. Like you don't know who's following you. You don't know like who has your Snapchat. Like also be mindful of that too. Like I post almost every day when I'm working, only because like people want to know when I'm working. I work the same shifts, if not pick up shifts, and people still don't know my schedule, and I post it every time I work.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's on their prerogative, but I mean, again, like, yeah, don't give someone else your schedule. If you are vocalizing your schedule on social media, that is your business, but like also be mindful of like who might be following you and who you don't want to see come into your bar when you're posting that on your socials and things like that too. So that's, yeah, it's a really weird, finicky area in that, where if, you know, you want to serve people, you want them to have a good time, and you want to be nice, and you want to be attentive, but then people just push the envelope way too far, and they put you in this, like, guilt trip, or like, yeah, fudge, like, sorry, bro, but you're being weird. Like, my niceness is not me flirting with you. I'm just a genuine nice person.
Yeah.
Right.
And my job is for me to serve you, so... I'm talking about Haley. I'm not talking about myself.
No, I'm just saying. You're
looking at me like,
I was just
you
giving you
nice?
shit.
No, literally someone said, hi, Anna. I'm like, hi. No, but yeah.
Hi, Anna. It's so good to see you. What do you want?
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
That's funny.
But I mean, and then like with people being banned too, that goes for like dogs being in the bar as well. Like there was a situation where
Wait, dogs or dogs?
Dogs.
Like my home dogs?
No, dogs.
My hot
like
dogs?
your puppy dogs.
My glizzy dogs?
Like people, like if you ban someone and they can't come in, and then we have also vocalized this too. We are not a dog park.
Yeah.
We do allow dogs inside of Tonic.
And you do on your patio too, don't you?
Yeah, you can. We
Right.
love dogs, we really do. But if you, as an owner, cannot handle your liquor and can't take your dog home, and like you end up, there's a situation with you happening, and your dog tries to bite someone on the patio, you're not allowed back into the bar.
Oh, God.
Right.
Like that is super scary.
How often would you say that like somebody's dog has like tried to bite like another customer or something?
Twice. Only because they were protecting their owner, and another one was because I'm pretty sure this dog could smell drugs on someone.
Oh.
And like he was adopted, but he would only go towards people that smell like certain things.
Did they like bite him hard? Or like the person hard?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know the situation. I just know that this particular dog is not back in Teutonic because of that. But he was such a good boy, you know. Like he's just, you know, he's trying to socialize him, things like that, bring him around people. But you know, there is a time and place for dogs, and sometimes those dogs that are learning how to socialize again and be around people and around other dogs, that's probably not the best places to bring him into a bar. But
Yeah, definitely not.
But I just don't like when people get super fucked up.
Well, yeah, and dogs are like, you know, they're unpredictable. They're animals, and if you're fucked up and you can't, you know, be alert enough if anything were to happen,
Yeah,
Right.
and it's because it's your negligence that's going to get your dog in trouble.
Right.
And your dog's just doing what it knows what to do to like protect you, because you're not coherent enough to even like be awake or whatever. So that was the only thing that really rubbed me the wrong way, because she's such a good dog, but like she was just protecting her owner, and this guy was just really fucked up, and I didn't even serve him. He just came and sat on the patio and then passed out on the patio.
Jeez.
I didn't see him. I just saw her, and I was like, oh my God, where is he at? And then I looked over, and there he was.
So what did
was
you
like,
guys
shit.
have to do? Like, did you have to like call him an Uber or something? Or
No,
like,
he lives downtown,
Oh.
I'm sure. And I had to like wake him up. I thought I almost had to get Narcan. That's
Jeez.
another thing that also scares me, is that people.
do you guys keep Narcan behind the bar?
I keep Narcan in my
You
car.
do?
Yeah, I have Narcan in my car. And
Just
you can
in
actually
case?
go and get it at the hospital. You can buy it there.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what people are on, and you want to make sure you provide a safe space and things like that. So
and that stuff could literally save somebody's life.
Yeah, so like I thought I was gonna have to grab it, and then he like instantly woke up, and I was like, oh God,
Yeah.
thank God. But
Yeah.
because of that, I was trying to pick him up, and I can't pick him up. And I asked another patron that was there, and she goes to go and lunge at him, and he's like, oh, I can't help. Like this dog, like she doesn't like other male presence because she
Yeah.
didn't want him to hurt her owner,
Yeah.
which is fair. But so I had to handle the situation. No one knew about it. It was very quiet. Like everyone was like, whatever. But he tried to come in the other night, and I was like, I can't have you in here. I don't know what you're on. Like that
Right.
scares me, and I haven't served you. So
Yeah.
just know, if you are taking recreational drugs and you're drinking, I have Narcan at the bar, but don't take advantage of that.
So go to Tonic if
It
you're
is a
doing
good
drugs.
thing. It is a good thing to have it, but I wouldn't advertise that. Like, if you guys want to have a good time, we got Narcan, just in case.
No, I'm saying that because like if someone like in their car needs it, like just know
Right.
like we have I have that with
True.
me, like an EpiPen too. Like
Right.
I have an EpiPen on me because you don't know what people are allergic to. Like someone could be allergic to liquor and not know that they're allergic to it until they drink it.
Or like pineapple or something.
Yeah. So like I'm not advertising you to
I
fucking
know,
get
I
fucked
know.
up. I'm saying like
Yeah.
if you and your friend like something's going on and you need a safe space, like Tonic is a safe place.
Absolutely.
And you can come to anyone there. We're no judgment, no nothing. Like just know that like if you need anything, we're a safe space.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it is important too to be able to have those places like that, or just even know that. Like,
Yeah.
I know I was kind of making fun of it, but it is a good thing that people should know that you guys do have that stuff, just in case. Because like,
Well, I
even
have
if
it.
they're
No
not,
one else has it,
Well,
so I
right.
want to keep it there though, just in case because of
or like in
that
the back
situation.
or in the safe or
Yep,
something. Yeah,
yep.
just because it's like one of those things where you never know. Somebody could just be on the street, and like
Mm-hmm.
there was something that happened downtown. This was a couple years ago, or no, I think this was like last year. But we were walking to Bomb Bar from another bar somewhere downtown, and there's this homeless guy on like the street, and he was like kind of like tucked it back in this alleyway, but he was like doing one of those like death rattles, like, you know, where it's like they're like snoring, but it's like not like a normal snore. And so we like immediately like yelled at the cops that are like down there and like told them to come over, and I think they did have to give him Narcan, because I think he just probably OD'd and just like fell asleep and just started choking on his own breath, you know, like.
Yeah.
So that was they did like be able to bring him back, and which was really cool, and good for him, and hopefully he gets like the help that he needs and everything. But yeah, that's something I've never really thought about either, is like even just like keeping Narcan in your car or something like that.
Or like people that have like seizures and things like that too. I had a guy come in, you're not supposed to be drinking if you're prone to having seizures, like that could like set it off or whatever. And I was paying attention to him. He wasn't acting correctly, and I was like, oh my God. I go, do I need a call? And he like was telling me like as much as he could that, yeah, you need to call right now. And long hold that he literally just left the hospital.
Oh.
Jesus.
Came back to drink, and then they took him back to the hospital. So like,
that's crazy.
people do some crazy things for sure.
I've been really, especially since we started this podcast, I've been like really into bar rescue, and like just like the clips of it on YouTube or whatever. But there was this one where like John Taffer, the like owner of the bar or something, like had some kind of illness or something like that, and like was still drinking behind the bar, and John like Taffer literally goes in there and he's like, he's like, do you want to die? Like, you know, it's one of those things of just like, you know, definitely don't like take care of yourself, you know, be healthy. And I think that also comes into like mental health behind the bar, is that like taking care of yourself is super important. And like, especially in this industry, like there's so much shit that we deal with, people arguing on your first day of work that you have to deal with, you know, like that's not easy for everybody to do. And I don't think everybody is even capable of necessarily doing that. So it's like important to like have those people around you. It's important to take care of yourself. It's important not to drink behind the bar, just like keep a stable mental health, you know. And I think that is, and that
makes people anxious too, like how you said that, you know, that other kid that was with you.
Yeah, exactly.
That would make me anxious too.
And that's the thing too, is the guy that was like arguing was like, he was a big dude, like bigger. I'm pretty tall, but he was taller than me, just buff, like just a big dude. And so like I said, like I wouldn't want this 20-year-old kid to go up and try to talk to him, because that dude would just crush him if he said something wrong, you know. So it's like, that's why I was like, I kind of felt like I needed to step in just to be like, hey, knock it off, like, you know, this is. But again, you know, just back to like the mental health of it all is just like keeping. I think just taking care of yourself mentally is so important, and like just knowing how to do it responsibly. It takes time to learn. I think it took me a long time to figure out how to like responsibly be behind the bar and like, you know, take care of yourself like that. And I still drink and stuff, but you know, like with you guys being sober, and like, you know, we kind of talked about this last week too, about like, or I guess this would have been 2 weeks ago. But no, it was last week. Jesus. Anyways, but just like having panic attacks and also, God, no, I forgot what I was saying. But it was something about mental health. Oh, like like a slip up or whatever, you know, like still being conscious about like being sober or, you know, something like that. So like all of that is super important, and definitely like a necessity to be behind the bar. I think it's super important. Anyways, I kind of rambled on for that one.
You're okay. We just get pushed. We get pushed to our ultimate limit, and like some people just really don't know how to read our body language. We're trying to be nice, but sometimes we just literally have to look at them and be like, hey, you need to get the fuck out, please. I'm done telling you. Now I'm making you.
Yeah.
So.
And don't let people get to you, you know? They're drinking. They're going to say a lot of stupid shit.
I don't take anything personally when I'm behind the bar.
And that's
like,
super
you can
important.
be mad. You're just drunk.
Yeah.
like
well, that's what I was gonna say too. Like when somebody does get mad at you, it's almost like funny. It's
it
like,
is.
Dude,
it is.
It's like, dude, you're mad over onion rings.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
You're mad over a hamburger.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's just like it's not funny, but it should be like, you're like, don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
You know, don't let people get under your skin, because otherwise you are not in the right industry. You know what I mean?
It's just drinks.
It's
just food
and drinks.
Like, it's okay. Like, this is a luxury.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna be fine.
And even if you're like a waiter or waitress or bartender like messes something up too, I can't think of one place that wouldn't fix it, you know, or like do something right to make up for it, you know,
for sure.
like. And it's also, I think that also goes into, if you are a patron, you should be courteous and kind to your bartenders, because again, you don't know what they're dealing with mentally behind the bar. You know, you could be having a shitty day, they could be having an even shittier day. So it's like just being caring all around. When you're in the food industry, just know that people are susceptible to a lot of bullshit. Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Just don't be that person.
Don't be that person. Nobody likes that person.
Well,
It's
like,
usually
how you-
embarrassing yourself.
Well, kind of how, like you said, it's just drinks. Like, people want to complain about us having to, like, when we run out of glasses, like, if I have to use plastic.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we
Like,
kind of talk. Okay.
Yeah, so, like, it's kind of like how I said it's the illusion. Why does it matter if it's in plastic? You're getting your beer, bro. Just
Yeah.
drink it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That was a good mental health talk. I like
that
that
was
one a lot.
good,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. We're doing some progress
Yeah.
here. We're doing some progress. We're here for the poor people.
Oh
We really
gosh.
We really are.
On a lighter note, and speaking of glasses, how many glasses a night do you think you break? Because I break at least 3.
Hold on. Speaking of breaking glasses, those wine glasses that we used.
You
last
fucking broke them?
It was not on purpose. Those things were made out of like paper, basically.
Okay,
Were you drinking
Those
wine?
things-
I'm going to tell you
the
this
crystal,
right now.
the crystal ones are fine. But the like actual like,
I was supposed to bring those back to Tonic.
Dude,
Those
are
were
s-
not mine.
they
Those
We'll
were
were
tell
s-
them to order better quality
They're
fucking
so
glasses.
broken. They're so broken right now. And I was
Where did you break them?
in my sink. I was washing them. I literally like put my scrubber thing in it and just exploded in my hand, both of them. I tried to salvage them. Not hard, but I tried.
You tried.
Like
You
gluing
watched
them back together.
You watched the one. You watched the one and it combusted, and then you go and watch the second one. You don't think that's what's gonna happen?
It's exactly what happened. I broke 2 glasses in a span of 2 minutes.
Well, those crystal ones that I got are vintage.
those are nice.
Oh.
Those are nice. Those are
It's
fine.
French. They're from France.
They're
crystal.
France.
They're from France.
From France.
Crystal. Like
Crystal.
crystal.
Those ones are
Such a-
fine, right?
Those
ask
ones are
him.
fine.
Okay,
Ask
okay.
Those
him.
ones
He's
are
the one
fine.
who's washing dishes and breaking shit. Okay.
I don't
So
try
Jaydn has
to.
two
I have
glasses.
2. That's within. Well, that's not even at work. I broke probably because on Sunday night we had a really busy night. We had like a 25 top come in at like 9:30. So, and we were getting slammed for graduation and all that. And so we had a stack of glasses at the bar, just massive. So I broke like 3 glasses there. So I'm at 5, and then I broke at least 1 here. No, I broke 2 here. So I broke 7 this week.
Okay, that's more than me. I feel better.
I didn't break any this weekend. Nope, didn't break anything this weekend. I normally break at least. Yeah. At least, this is
Whatever, Anna.
This is payback for you for me not having to tap a keg. You were breaking all those
True.
glasses. I had to tap kegs. Now, why don't you ask me how many kegs blew up on me today or this
Oh,
weekend?
gosh.
Enough. I had to
Really?
replace 3 of them. Yes.
I did have to change a bunch of kegs this weekend, and I almost had one explode on me, but it didn't. I saved it at the
It's
last
always
minute.
a cherry limeade. 9 times out of 10, I always get tonic bombs all over me. It's just
And that's
because
all
it's
like
a reusable
sticky
keg.
and
Yeah. But no, I didn't break any glasses yet. I mean, I normally, on average, I break at least 3 or 4 glasses every time I work. Sorry, KP. But I mean, that's why we can't have anything nice here. You just gotta get the cheap ones that you get
Yeah.
replaced.
It's why we're poor people.
It's why
honestly,
we are poor
we just
people.
all of our money just goes to breaking glasses.
It's not like on my agenda to break a glass. Sometimes like I move too fast or I like hit it just right or. I mean, we find a lot of chipped glasses and things like that. Like this one's chipped. That could probably.
No, that
be-
one's absolutely perfect.
This could probably. Be thrown away.
Can I break it?
No.
Just like smash it on the ground.
No, that one's like. See, like how many chipped glasses do you throw away? That's what we need
They're
to
like
ask.
they start to crack first.
Yeah.
And then
This one is kind of. It's like hard to tell that it's actually chipped unless you like look at it right in the light.
It's chipped. It's definitely chipped. But like I have thrown away a couple of 6 glasses that are chipped.
A
'cause
couple of
Yeah.
6 glasses.
because like when we put them on top of each other, we don't
Yeah.
realize like when we hit it just right, we just like chip off a little bit too.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, Yeah. Chip glasses get tossed.
Yeah.
Bye.
And to the, like, if you put them in the freezer while they're still warm, they're more likely to chip or break. And like, that's the other thing too, you just gotta have good glasses, you know? You gotta have good glasses, because that stuff, I mean, it does go a long way. A lot of people like want to, you know, try to get cheapest of whatever they can, you know? So I think it is important to have like good glasses. These are very sturdy glasses though.
They are. They're really nice glasses. I do have a question for you guys. As a bartender, would you guys choose to have what?
Like butterflies while you're like asking this.
Would you guys? So like, I applied to be like a not like a beer rep, but like a liquor rep and or like a seltzer rep. Like, would you guys want to go do something like that, or like
as poor people?
No, like as a bartender. Let's just say like as a bartender, like any other bartending job. Like, what would be your ideal dream bartender job to go and do?
I really do like bartending a lot.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that, just because it's like a different environment, different like people. I don't know. I do enjoy that. I don't do it very often, but I have done it before for like catering gigs and
That's
stuff like that.
fun. Yeah, I've never done that.
It's fun, yeah. Because it's just a whole different thing. You're like thrown into a brand new environment for the night, you know, and it's just cool.
I hope they have toast though. That's so fucked.
Oh yeah, no, toast is great though.
I don't think there's a lot of places that don't use toast, at least here.
Yeah.
At least here in Iowa. I feel like most places use toast, because we use micros before toast, and now it's like everywhere I go I see toast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what was the other one before Aloha?
Aloha, maitre d',
Micros. There's another one too. Like first plate or something like that, or something plate.
There's something weird. I know Pelican uses no,
are you still there? I forgot you worked there. Pelican Post.
If Emma like needs help, I'm sure Tony wouldn't mind if I came in and like decided to like star 10. I think he'd like that if they needed some shifts picked up, but not likely, because they need people during the day, and I got to get a lot of stuff done during the day.
That's kind of what I'm doing here. Is I'm good friends with the GM, and she just asked me, he's like, hey, will you pick up shifts? And I was like, yeah, that's literally all I'm able to do. I was able to work for Memorial Day weekend, which was nice because you made some good money, but yeah, I pretty much just pick up shifts here, like as needed.
So then what would you do, Haley? What would be your fun little jobs?
I keep seeing like little videos of like just pop-up bartending, like whether it's in like a little trailer or literally they just have a little stand at like weddings or like events and stuff. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool. Just like an event bartender. That'd be super cool. I wonder, do you have to have like your own, like, how does that work in terms of like licensing?
I don't know. I keep seeing videos or like how to do this like without an actual license or like whatever. So I'm sure there's loopholes, but I haven't actually looked into it. But
Gotta
I'm like,
find them
guys,
loopholes.
we should do that.
We
should have a poor
should.
people like pop up.
Oh, poor people pop up. Whoa, that's a good idea.
Look out. See, look, ideas are
That's
brewing.
fun. We could buy a booth, you know,
That
like
could be
somewhere,
really cool.
like I don't know, festivals and
then
stuff.
we could just live stream everything, just us. Yeah, that would be super cool. That's a really good idea. I'm gonna write that down.
Thanks, guys. Jot that down. I just think as a bartender, we are capable of selling liquor and selling drinks. So like being a beer rep and or like doing liquor reps, going and giving samplings and things like that. Because like when they have you go to the bar, you have bar samples and shots, drinks, what have you. It's actually really nice because it gets people to like actually buy that drink.
Yeah.
And their drinks are paid for by that rep because they want people to try their stuff, and they're going to give them a sample like, oh, do you want one? Yeah, sure, it's a free drink. Why wouldn't you drink it? So I think being a bartender and being able to be a liquor rep or a seltzer rep or what have you, I think we're the best people to actually sell someone else's product.
For sure.
And I think that'd be a really fun job to go and do.
Fun. Yeah, I think you'd be really good at that.
That would be really cool. What was I gonna say? I think being like a beer or liquor rep is like kind of one of the most fun things.
Yeah.
Because you get to make connections with all these different bars and the bartenders at the bar and the managers. Everybody loves to see you when you come in too, because you're like, that's the guy that's gonna bring us all of our liquor that we need that we're running out of, like. So you always have like immediately establish like a good connection with people. You get to travel around. You probably get to travel. I guess, I don't know. It's probably more of like a district thing where it's like certain, you handle like a certain district for like all Ciroc or like all Kettle One or something like that. But yeah, that would be a lot of fun, honestly. Just getting to go to all these different places all the time, and just like on a beautiful day like this, just getting to drive around with like your windows down, just serving, like handing out liquor to bars and stuff. That would be awesome.
And you get to hand out like coasters and things like that. There's just a lot of things that go into it. Again, like bartending, you can make it a career.
Yeah.
I can't fathom that enough. I like to repeat that because, you know, it's you can make a career out of being a bartender. So
Absolutely.
don't ever like fret away from that.
Do you think that like it's more? Do you think that's like the next level to bartending? Like in terms of like promotion, I guess.
I think that is just like the tip of the iceberg. I know it's not like, I mean, you're a bartender, you're already there, but like being like a cocktail bartender, like I'm not a cocktail bartender. I'm a speed bartender. Like I make
Same.
Captain Morgans and things like that.
We all pretty much are speed bartenders.
Yeah. So that would be probably my next level, is to be quicker and faster and more predominant on making classic
Nice cocktails.
Now with like being the rep, like you were asking, no, not really, because we're just selling like seltzers or beer. It's just a simple speed bartending thing.
It's like a different type of serving.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. Correct. Yep. You're trying to get people to like buy the bar's product because it's already there. You're trying to get them to sample it. It's kind of like when you go to Costco and they have like those pizza bagels out, and you're like, oh, I gotta buy those. Those are so good. Like that's exactly what it is.
Well, and I think you get to do more fun stuff too. Like you get to have samplings where like you do the little tiny shot glasses or whatever, and everybody gets like a lemon drop, and you just get to walk around the bar and serve them, and like
people love that shit.
Yeah, everybody loves that shit. And like
everyone loves free stuff. What
exactly.
are you talking about?
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. As a beer rep, you get to come in with all this swag and stuff like that, and like. Yeah, dude, that's definitely the dream.
Can you give me a new bar key?
Yeah, I'm sure.
What if we start our own like brand of alcohol?
Guys.
Poor people. That would be so sick.
It would have to be tequila. I'll put
you
my
think?
foot down,
Poor people tequila?
Yeah.
I fucking hate tequila.
What is wrong with you? You're depriving me of this excellence of tequila.
We'll have to brainstorm on that.
Or we could do rum. Can we do like a sugary rum?
I like rum.
Can we do like a silver like fruity rum?
Yeah. Like what did we use for this? Bacardi raspberry?
It was dragonberry. But I wouldn't do dragonberry. I think I would want to do like a guava.
Guava
or
vodka?
Like a pear rum.
No, guava rum.
Or maybe like a peach rum or an orange rum. There's not really a whole lot of those.
You know, I've been trying to come up with like bombs and shots, and I really want like a peaches and cream like type flavor, but I don't know what the fuck to use for it.
Ciroc peach, and then do whipped
rum
cream.
chata? Okay.
Whipped cream vodka.
Oh, okay. We don't have that. Okay.
Oh, I'll
get on that.
I can make that at tonic right now. That sounds really good. And you can put like a splash of lemonade in there, so it's not like super strong, but it won't take away from the taste. And you put some Sprite in there. Oh,
what?
Oh man, I can taste it now. I'm salivating.
Do you guys have like what is it? Like the orange dreamsicle bomb?
Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Too. Yeah,
that would be so good.
That sounds good too.
I love those things.
Yeah.
I haven't had one in such a long time.
Oh, I can make that for you next week.
Really?
Yeah, I'll make that for you next week.
We should do like a shot soon.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like as our drink of the week or whatever? Yeah, that's a good idea. We haven't really done one. We've always done like cocktails.
Drinks. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to get like spray whipped cream for the dreamsicles.
Yeah, and we just basically ratted ourselves out that we're not craft cocktail makers, but we always make a craft cocktail.
Well, I mean, because I'm sorry. Yeah, these are just good.
Poor people practice.
I mean, we want them to be fancy,
because
fancy.
all we drink are fucking shots. Like, I want like a cute little
that's my drink of choice,
cocktail.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh man. Do we have anything else?
No, I think that's pretty good for this week.
Yeah, I think so too. We're about 50 minutes. So yeah, let's end this here. We'll go into the Patreon and do like an extra 30, 45 for that. So be checking that out. We're gonna be releasing our Patreon. Well, the Patreon's already out. You can follow us at Poor People Podcast. We have a couple stuff on there right now. They're pretty good. There's one that you guys don't know about yet.
Yeah, I haven't.
And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it on Patreon because it's absolute chaos.
Oh, good.
It is absolute chaos.
Is it from our backlog?
No, this is brand new. Like we haven't even talked about this at all yet.
Wait,
but
I'm confused.
this happened Sunday after after Bomb Bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Afties?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to fucking hear it.
Oh my God.
Because
Okay.
I know
So
how
good.
Sunday went for me. I'm sure Afties, I didn't want to be there. Tell you that.
You're definitely gonna want to listen to this Patreon for sure. It's a good one. It's a really good
Oh,
one.
I'm nervous. I need to eat.
Absolute chaos. Yeah, we'll take a break here. Okay, so follow us on Patreon, Poor People Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, poorpeople.podcast. Our Facebook is Poor People Podcast. Follow us on all of it. YouTube, we post on YouTube every day.
We have it on everything. Just go and follow.
Yeah, we
Thank
post.
you.
Follow us. Whoa, dude. Hold on, I'm doing my thing, man.
I want to spice it up. Follow
But
us
yeah,
now.
just follow us on everything. Thanks,
Love
you
us.
ruined it, Anna. Whatever. Cut to Patreon.
Wait.
Wait, we got to do the thing still. Jeez.
Jaydn, goddamn it.
For richer
For
or for
poor.
or poor?
Thanks for watching Poor People.
Poor people. I suck, dude.